My child, stop scrolling for just a moment, because what you are about to hear did not arrive here by accident. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life that seem ordinary on the surface, yet beyond what your eyes can see, invisible pieces are quietly moving into place. This is one of those moments. Don't skip, because if you leave too soon, you may miss the very message your heart has been waiting for. The story unfolding now is not about fear or loss, it is about a journey that has been quietly changing while you were busy living your everyday life. And someone connected to your destiny has been changing too. There was a season when silence felt louder than words. You wondered why certain doors remained closed, why conversations ended before they truly began, and why the connection you hoped for seemed to drift farther away. Yet while you believed nothing was happening, countless unseen moments were shaping a different future. Every delay carried a purpose that was hidden from your eyes. Every unanswered question became another piece of a much greater picture. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part of this story may explain what your heart has struggled to understand for so long. The one you think about has not remained the same. Time has been quietly teaching lessons that could never have been learned through easy victories. Their perspective has changed. Their priorities have shifted. The things that once distracted them no longer hold the same importance. There are quiet evenings when memories appear without warning. Familiar places suddenly remind them of conversations they thought they had forgotten. Unexpected songs bring emotions they cannot easily explain. They may not fully understand why these moments keep returning, but each one gently points them toward a truth they once overlooked. Do not mistake silence for absence. Some of the greatest changes happen where no audience is watching. While people celebrate loud announcements, true transformation often grows in complete quietness. The heart learns differently when no one is applauding. The soul becomes stronger when it walks through moments that cannot be shared with anyone else. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because what has been happening behind the scenes is far greater than what anyone around you has noticed. There is a reason this message found you today. You have spent time asking questions that never received immediate answers. You searched for signs. You looked for certainty. You wondered whether hope was fading or simply waiting. Yet the answer has never been as simple as yes or no. The answer has always been connected to timing. Some journeys cannot begin until both hearts have completed lessons they could only learn apart. That distance was never meaningless. It became the classroom where patience, understanding, and maturity quietly grew. Imagine someone standing at the edge of an unfamiliar road, realizing that everything they believed about the past no longer feels complete. That realization does not happen in one dramatic moment. It arrives slowly, one thought at a time, one memory at a time, one unexpected feeling at a time. They begin asking themselves questions they never dared to ask before. They revisit conversations from long ago. They recognize kindness they once overlooked. They notice value where they previously saw only ordinary moments. Little by little, a new understanding begins to replace old assumptions. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Yet there is something important you should know. Preparing to return is not the same as being completely ready. The heart can move forward while still carrying unanswered questions. The desire to reconnect can exist alongside uncertainty. Growth does not erase every fear overnight. It simply creates enough courage to keep taking one more step. That is why this moment matters so much. The journey is not only about someone finding their way back. It is also about whether both hearts have become wiser than they were before. Many people expect life-changing moments to arrive with loud celebrations and obvious signs. But destiny often whispers before it speaks. It invites reflection before revelation. It creates stillness before breakthrough. If you rush ahead, you may miss what the quiet moments are trying to teach you. If you remain patient, you may discover that what looked like delay was actually preparation all along. Perhaps recently you have noticed little reminders appearing without explanation. A familiar thought enters your mind. A forgotten memory suddenly feels fresh again. A feeling of expectation appears for no clear reason. These moments are not here to make promises. They are invitations to pay attention. They remind you that life is constantly moving, even when it appears perfectly still. The next chapter is often written long before anyone realizes the page has turned. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what comes next is not only about another person's journey, it is about yours. Every challenge you have overcome has quietly prepared your own heart as well. The strength you discovered during lonely seasons was never wasted. The wisdom you gained through disappointment became part of the foundation you will stand on in the days ahead. You are not the same person you once were. Neither is the one connected to this story. The greatest surprises rarely announce themselves in advance. They approach gently, almost unnoticed, until one ordinary day becomes unforgettable. And as this story continues, you will begin to see why every unanswered question, every unexpected delay, and every silent season has been leading toward a moment that could change everything. So remain here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is another truth that cannot be ignored, and this may be the very reason you were guided to this moment today. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story has only begun, and what comes next reveals why the return you have been hoping for is unlike anything you imagined. It is not simply about someone coming back. It is about what happened while they were away. The quiet seasons changed them in ways that no one else could see. Every unanswered question became a lesson. Every lonely moment became a mirror. Every step they took led them closer to understanding what truly mattered. For a long time, they believed that moving forward meant leaving certain memories behind. They tried to fill their days with new routines, new conversations, and new distractions. Yet something remarkable kept happening. The more they tried to forget, the clearer those memories became. A familiar smile would suddenly appear in their thoughts. A kind word from the past would return without warning. Even ordinary moments carried reminders they could not explain. They slowly realize that some connections are not built on convenience, they are built on meaning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this realization became the turning point that changed everything. At first, they resisted those thoughts. They convinced themselves that it was only nostalgia, only another passing emotion. But time refused to erase what was real. Instead, it revealed what had always been hidden beneath the surface. They began comparing every new experience to the peace they once felt in your presence. They noticed how genuine moments were becoming harder to find. They recognized that true understanding is rare, and once it has touched a heart, it leaves a mark that cannot easily disappear. That discovery became impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, your own journey has not been without purpose. Every challenge strengthened your character. Every unanswered prayer taught you patience. Every unexpected delay shaped your heart into someone who sees life with greater wisdom than before. You may not have realized it while you were living through those moments, but each experience quietly prepared you for a chapter that required a stronger version of yourself. Growth often happens so gradually that we only recognize it after looking back. Today, you are standing on ground that once seemed impossible to reach. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now listen carefully, because this is where the story becomes even more meaningful. The one connected to your journey is beginning to see the past from an entirely different perspective. They no longer remember only the ordinary moments. They remember the encouragement they once received, the patience that was shown, the conversations that brought peace, and the quiet kindness that never asked for recognition. Those memories have become brighter than ever before. What once seemed ordinary has become unforgettable. There are moments when they pause in complete silence, wondering how they overlooked what was standing before them. They realize that true value is often recognized only after enough time has passed to reveal its importance. This realization does not create regret alone, it creates gratitude, humility, and a sincere desire to appreciate what was once taken for granted. That change cannot be forced. It can only happen through genuine growth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. But here is the part that few people expect. A return is never only about reaching someone again. It is about arriving with a transformed heart. Without growth, people repeat old patterns. With growth, they create new beginnings. That is why every delay mattered. It allowed both journeys to develop separately before they could ever move in the same direction again. The timing was shaping more than circumstances, it was shaping character. As you continue listening, remember this: not every closed chapter remains closed forever. Sometimes life pauses a story because both people still have pages left to write individually. When those pages are complete, the story begins again with deeper understanding, greater appreciation, and stronger purpose than ever before. So remain here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter will reveal the unexpected moment that made your soulmate realize they could no longer ignore the path leading back toward you. Look closely at what happens next, because this is the part that changes the entire story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There comes a moment in every meaningful journey when everything that once seemed confusing suddenly begins to make sense. That moment is approaching. It does not arrive with loud announcements or dramatic signs. It begins quietly, with one unexpected realization that refuses to leave the heart. Your soulmate has reached a point where ordinary days no longer feel ordinary. The smallest moments have started carrying unexpected meaning. A familiar place reminds them of a forgotten conversation. A simple melody brings back emotions they believed had disappeared forever. They find themselves smiling at memories that once seemed insignificant. These moments are not random. They are gentle reminders that some connections leave an imprint that time cannot erase. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what they are beginning to understand will surprise even them. For the first time in a long while, they stop running from their own thoughts. Instead of filling every quiet moment with distractions, they allow themselves to reflect. They begin asking questions they avoided before. What truly brought them peace? Who always believed in them during uncertain seasons? Which memories still feel alive after all this time? Every honest answer quietly points in the same direction. They are discovering that what they once overlooked has become impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, your own journey has been shaping you for this very season. The patience you built was not wasted. The strength you gained through uncertainty was not meaningless. Every challenge refined your perspective. You learned that true growth is not measured by how quickly life changes, but by how deeply your heart matures while waiting. Without realizing it, you have become stronger, calmer, and wiser than you were before. That transformation matters just as much as theirs. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now listen carefully, because this is the hidden truth behind the title. Your soulmate may indeed be preparing to return, but there is something you should know. They are not returning as the same person who walked away from the past. They are returning with new understanding, fresh appreciation, and a heart that has been transformed by experiences they never expected. Yet every meaningful return also requires courage. They are learning that courage is not about having every answer. It is about taking the next step even when the future cannot be fully seen. There are evenings when they quietly wonder whether the opportunity they once had could still exist. They think about conversations left unfinished, moments left unspoken, and kindness they never fully appreciated. These reflections are not filling them with fear. They are filling them with gratitude. They have realized that genuine connections are rare, and rare things deserve careful attention. But here is the surprising part. The greatest obstacle is no longer distance. It is no longer time. It is simply believing that a new beginning is possible after so much personal growth. Once that realization settles into the heart, everything begins to shift. Small decisions become meaningful. Quiet moments become hopeful. Every step forward carries more confidence than the one before it. That is how extraordinary chapters begin, not with sudden noise, but with quiet certainty. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this story continues, invisible pieces are fitting together with remarkable precision. The lessons from your past are connecting with the lessons from theirs. The timing that once felt frustrating is beginning to reveal its purpose. What looked like separate journeys may have been preparing for the same destination all along. The next chapter will reveal the unexpected sign that made your soulmate realize they could no longer ignore what their heart had been trying to tell them all this time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A remarkable moment is closer than you think, and this is the chapter where everything begins to connect. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you have listened this far, you already know this story has never been about coincidence. Every moment has been leading toward a discovery that neither you nor your soulmate expected. What once looked like separate paths are beginning to move toward the same horizon, and the reason behind it is more powerful than anyone could have imagined. There came a quiet day when your soulmate experienced something completely unexpected. It was not a dramatic event. It was not a loud announcement. It was a simple moment that carried extraordinary meaning. They watched people rushing through life, chasing temporary things, and suddenly they realized how easy it is to overlook what truly matters. In that instant, one thought rose above every other thought. It was your memory. Not because anyone reminded them. Not because someone mentioned your name. It appeared naturally, as though their heart had been patiently waiting for the perfect moment to speak. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this quiet realization became impossible for them to ignore. From that day forward, they began looking at life differently. They noticed opportunities they once ignored. They appreciated conversations that once seemed ordinary. Most importantly, they understood that genuine connections are not measured by how often two people speak, but by how deeply they continue to matter through every season of life. That understanding changed everything. It gave them a new perspective, one built on gratitude instead of assumption and hope instead of uncertainty. At the very same time, your own journey has been preparing you in ways you may not yet recognize. Every lesson taught you patience. Every challenge strengthened your confidence. Every delay reminded you that meaningful things are worth waiting for. The person you are today carries wisdom that the earlier version of yourself did not possess. That growth is one of the greatest gifts hidden within your story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now comes the part that very few people ever expect. A return is not simply about walking back into someone's life. It is about returning with the ability to protect what is valuable, appreciate what is meaningful, and recognize what should never be taken for granted again. Your soulmate is beginning to understand this truth. They are no longer focused only on what was lost. They are focused on what can still be built with honesty, patience, and genuine care. There are moments when they quietly imagine what they would say if another opportunity appeared. The words they once struggled to express now come naturally in their thoughts. Gratitude replaces hesitation. Understanding replaces confusion. Hope replaces doubt. Every reflection brings greater clarity, and with each passing day, the path ahead becomes easier to recognize. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the hidden message behind everything you have heard so far. The title is not simply about your soulmate preparing to return. The important part is the reason behind that return. It is not driven by impulse. It is not driven by temporary emotion. It is being shaped by lasting change. Real transformation creates lasting decisions, and lasting decisions create meaningful new chapters. As this story moves closer to its conclusion, remember one important truth. Some of life's greatest blessings arrive only after both hearts have grown enough to recognize their true value. That is why every season mattered. That is why every lesson was necessary. Nothing meaningful was wasted. So remain here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final chapter will reveal the quiet decision your soulmate has been carrying within their heart, and why that decision could become the beginning of a completely new chapter in both of your journeys.